Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and friends from the M3P community, to the little place on the internet where we all gather to celebrate not just one long-standing American tradition, but two. As some of you are placing your turkey in the oven and getting those sweet yams, those yams ready for the family to eat, well, ham and all the other stuff, but those sweet, sweet yams, baby. I will be celebrating another tradition this weekend and not just being in a food coma. I've been celebrating this tradition since I heard about it and since it started in 1987, and there's a good old fashioned headbanger called Survivor Series War Games. Because what better way to celebrate the holidays other than carving turkey and sitting with a bunch of people that you see yearly? So why not just go all in, power slam some aunts, elbow drop on some uncles, and point those fingers in the sky to announce that if your cousins don't acknowledge you, you're gonna Superman punch them. Mom and Dad will be so proud of you this year. Yes. Joining me on this beautiful joining me on this beautiful Friendsgiving predictions episode. That's right. It's that monthly wrestling episode. Is one of my closest people in my life who will have to make a hard decision later on in the show, and that is to make her own 5-person Survivor Series team. Are you ready for that? Oh,
Yes.
forgot to tell you that. Menace, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's been so long.
It's been so long. How you been? What is going on with you?
Nothing
How's
much.
everything?
Everything is going good.
Everything's going good. That's
Family is
great. I'm glad.
healthy. I'm healthy. No major sickness, unlike last year. All good.
How's our little co-host? Our little buddy.
He's out on his walk right now.
All right. So how long do
My
we have until he starts yapping and crying that he
oh
wants to
we
go outside?
nope. I told him to keep him quiet. So
To keep him quiet. All right. All right. Good. Good. Good.
he
So
should be actually probably getting back right about now. And usually once the walk is over, he chills. So
unless he hears my voice, then he'll be like,
nope,
"Evo,
nope. I
Evo,
got my
Evo."
earbuds in, so he can't hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. Fine. That's fine then. Okay.
No, as I
So
told you before, he becomes very how do you say, aggressive
yeah, he
and
has.
persistent. So
All
I was
right.
like, all right.
It's just us two for this evening.
Mhm.
So, are you ready to talk about Survivor Series?
I am so ready to
War,
talk about
not
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series War Games. Survivor Series War Games this year will be Saturday, November 30th, 2024, in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, at the Rogers Arena. Show will start at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, noon Pacific. That's you. This will be the first Survivor Series to take place in Vancouver, and WWE's first pay-per-view event held in the city and venue since Rock Bottom in Your House in 1998. I barely remember that. It will subsequently be the third Survivor Series event held in Canada after 1997 in Montreal and 2016 in Toronto. Oh, that one. This will also be WWE's final main roster pay-per-view and live stream event to air on the WWE Network and international markets and binge in Australia, with future pay-per-view and live stream events airing on Netflix from January 2025 onward. Okay, before we move on, we got to talk about the Netflix stuff.
Yes,
Were you one of the people that watched the fight
I did. And
on Netflix?
I did.
Was
And
it buffered?
it didn't start buffering till the actual main event.
The actual main event. Okay.
And I was like, they better get it together.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I know Mike Tyson fighting is, a big deal. But if that's any indication how it's going to be in January for WWE, uh, I think the higher ups are not going to be too happy.
Any live
Yeah.
event. Sabrina Carpenter is supposed to do a Christmas show in a few weeks here, December
Oh yeah.
3rd or 5th or 8th, somewhere around there. So that's going to be a
Oh.
live show. Um, Obviously, some people are excited. I'm a big Sabrina Carpenter fan, of course, but still, like, I'll probably go catch it, but not like live. I'm not that kind
Oh.
of a fan, but
Yeah.
other people are. But I'll probably catch it after to just like fast forward to some songs that I actually know,
Hmm.
and you know, and if I see Domingo, I'll probably just like, hey, Domingo's there.
Who's
SNL
Domingo?
joke, sorry, Saturday Night Live joke.
Oh, okay.
Domingo from Saturday Night Live.
Is that
Um,
the Hispanic guy?
yeah,
Okay.
no,
I
okay.
couldn't remember his name, but I know who you're talking
Sunday,
about.
Domingo, yeah. All right. Um, Other than that, anything that comes live, I'm just like so cautious with Netflix now. It's like ever since they did the roast, but the roast went with well. I don't think anybody knew about the roast. That's why nobody was tuning in, but it did well with Tyson. Everybody knew about Tyson. It's like, oh, here we go. With Tyson, everybody was going in because they wanted to see it. So it's like probably why the entire thing was buffering because everybody was
Yeah.
trying to tune in. I know I was trying to tune in at the same time that I had a free stream going on, the same stream that I watch Raw and SmackDown on,
Oh.
and I was watching that at the same time as I was trying to get on the Netflix one. But here it was 2 rounds behind over on Netflix. It was already over by that time. I went in there
Oh,
because
okay.
it was
That's
like the
odd.
only fear I had was like, oh, people are gonna freaking tell me what happened, and I'm two
Mm-hmm.
rounds behind. Like, no, nobody came in. I'm like, oh, I guess he lost. Like, whoa. Like, everybody's logged off of Netflix and all that stuff. And now here we are. What's the first? I don't want to be like, watch Royal Rumble 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buffering.
Well, so that's what I was wondering if I know they're getting rid of WWE Network, but does that mean they're getting rid of Peacock?
The Peacock? Yeah, they
Really?
are.
So everything
Well,
is just
no,
going to be
not.
on Netflix.
Well, not until 2025 or 2026. I didn't read that. I forgot. There was a point where um I did see in the news where they weren't going to get rid of Peacock just yet,
Oh, okay.
but because of SmackDown also. You're not going to see SmackDown on Netflix. You're just going to see Raw on Netflix. You're still going to see
Right.
all the pay-per-views and stuff. So it's just going to be Raw for now that's going to show up on Netflix. I don't know
Okay.
about any other stuff yet. So we'll see. Other than that,
Yeah,
yeah.
because on like Sportskeeda, they put the letter that went out to the WWE Network subscribers.
Oh,
But I was
yeah.
like, well, it just, it said it was just talking about that it's going to be, they'll have some PLEs on there. But then I was
Yeah.
like, what does that mean about Peacock, But,
Yeah, they're taking it off Peacock too. I just saw that.
oh,
Future
okay.
pay-per-view and live streaming events airing on Netflix from January 2025 onward. They have until January 6th to get their shit together. So
I
we'll
know.
see. We'll see how it goes.
That is a few weeks away. Unbelievable to say or to think about.
Uh,
Do you battle with things like anxiety, depression, and other mental illnesses? Hey, me too. Come on over, we can be besties. My name is Mikey on Mute. Join me on my new podcast where I talk about mental health, breaking toxic masculinity, and opening up the conversation. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube under Mikey on Mute Podcast, where I'll tell you my story, as well as the stories of others, get perspective, and see where we can grow. Are you one of the cool kids that's on TikTok? Hey, me too. Search out Mikey on Mute to see show clips there as well. I really look forward to hearing your story and opening up the rest of this conversation. Talk to you soon.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Dawn.
And if you've ever watched a TV show and thought to yourself, oh my god, that season finale plot twist was absolutely bonkers.
Or seen a movie and thought, wow, I need to talk to somebody about this train wreck immediately.
Then we think you'll fit right in with our podcast, I Hate It, Let's Watch It. We watch TV shows like Riverdale and Emily in Paris.
And movies like Deep Water, Killer Sofa, Rubber, and Deadly Illusions. And we give them the total rinsing they deserve.
It's basically group therapy for movie masochists. So come check us out wherever you stream podcasts.
All right. Okay. First match that we're going to talk about. LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. After LA Knight's successful defense of the United States Championship on November 15th episode of SmackDown, he was brutally attacked by returning Shinsuke Nakamura, who would attack Knight once again the following week after another successful title defense. During the November 25th episode of Raw, it was announced that Knight would defend the title against Nakamura at Survivor Series War Games. How did he get in front of the line?
I don't know.
Just out of Nakamura shows up.
I know. It was, he shows up, two, 3 SmackDowns ago? I will say, I am glad he's not interfering with the matches. He's waiting till after the bell.
He is.
So he's not interfering during the match. He's letting the winner win and then he attacks.
So if this is Nakamura, the heel Nakamura, are we getting the singer back for his entrance? Because I really hated that. I just want to sing the song. Oh. No, I didn't like the rapper. Just like
see, that must have been before my time.
No, it was like a few years ago, possibly around.
Because I know
2020.
Rick Boogs was playing him on.
Oh goodness.
He would do the guitar, but I don't remember any singer.
Yeah, forgot all about him. Thank you for reminding me of him.
You're welcome.
What's it called? Def Rebel is gone, I think. I hope by this time. Def Rebel, the music producers,
right? Mm-hmm.
The one that would use, because everybody complained about these guys on Twitter, like, oh, these songs suck. Every time somebody would come out, it's like their names would go first, and then their song was like what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Nakamura versus LA Knight for the United States Championship. This is just a filler match. This is just the match to start off the event. All right, why not? Or in the middle, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of miss Logan Paul.
I don't. I do not.
I do. I kind of miss Logan Paul.
But
hopefully I don't get sued for that.
Yeah. I don't get. I ain't suing you because it's just a difference of opinion. That's all. So. But did you see that? Was it Sports Illustrated or PWI? Somebody put out a best 30 under 30.
Sports Illustrated.
And Logan Paul's like number 22.
Yeah, Sports Illustrated did it.
Sports Illustrated.
They won't let me forget it because all of those, I follow all of them.
Oh yeah.
What's her name? Oh shoot, I forgot her name already. The one from TNA. She's the one that's been reposting
Jordan
and posting
Grace.
and reposting. Jordan Grace?
Grace.
Is that her?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that's been posting and reposting, and I'm just like, oh, damn, you're under 30, really? Yeah, Jordan Grace.
Yeah,
ESPN.
ESPN. Yeah,
ESPN did it.
yeah.
For a
Um,
second year in a row.
so I was reading off, and some of them I recognize because from like AEW or WWE, and then there was some that I think maybe from Japan. But Jamie Hayter, who's in AEW, she's under 30, and I'm like, really?
What? Really? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
she looks like she's 40.
Wow.
Yeah, she looks old. I'm like, she must have a really stressful life.
Wow.
Cause yeah, I don't know, just yeah, she's 29, so I'm like she barely makes it. But I think she turns 30 next month, so it's like yeah,
Oh, didn't know that.
yeah.
Hey, back to water. Okay. Um.
I do hate that Dominic Mysterio is number one.
What? He's number one?
Yes,
No way. Why?
yes. I don't know. I didn't
Is it
pick
like
him.
the top? Is it like what is it? The top 30, or is it
It's
just
the
like?
best 30 wrestlers under the age of 30. He is
Is it in a
number
particular
one.
order?
Yeah, no, top 10. He's number one. He's number one on this 30, under 30. He's number one.
Under 30, he's
And
number
that's the
one.
order.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to get
And
this
mommy
order.
is
I didn't
number
see it.
4.
Oh, girl, yes. At least. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
No, I'm not.
I'm
She
okay with
needs
her
to
being in the
be,
top 10.
yes, yes, she's in top 10, so that's good. But I'm like, yeah.
Can't believe I didn't save that. No, I didn't save it. Okay, that's fine.
Uh,
We'll get around to it anyway. Um. Okay. So who do we got? I said LA Knight.
I think it's too soon for Shinsuke, so I'm saying LA Knight as well.
Yeah, like he just came back. Everything.
Yeah.
Um, lift him up a little bit more. Get him to do some other stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Next match on the card: Braun Breaker just announced. Braun Breaker with Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. Triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. On the November 18th episode of Raw, Braun Breaker defended the Intercontinental Championship against Sheamus. During the match, Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser, who had been embroiled in the rivalry with Sheamus over the past few months, attacked Breaker, causing a DQ win for Breaker to retain the title. The following week, Breaker faced Kaiser in a non-title match, which ended in a DQ win for Kaiser after Sheamus attacked him. A brawl subsequently ensued between all three men. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce then scheduled Breaker to defend his title against both Sheamus and Kaiser in a triple threat match at Survivor Series War Games.
I'm kind of torn on this one
Yeah.
because I actually, don't mind all three,
Right.
but
Yeah, I don't mind all three.
I don't know if Ludwig is ready for that title yet.
Hmm.
Because I mean, he hasn't put in the work. I'm gonna say he hasn't put in the work because he hasn't really been on TV fighting. He does dark matches,
Yeah.
but we want to see him on TV. But I saw
Okay.
him in his dark match. He does well. He's a great wrestler. I will give him that. I don't particularly
Yeah.
care for him, but he does, he's a great athlete.
Okay.
Braun Breaker, I'm like, he just got it back. I think they should let him keep it for a little bit. But
Uh-huh.
then I'm like, I don't know if what they said Sheamus hasn't had that one, right? So I'm like, I think it's Sheamus's time. So I'm saying
Okay.
Sheamus.
Okay. I still say Breaker. I was like, I don't see anybody beating him now. Well, unless somebody else, the other two pin each other. That's
Right.
But I don't see Breaker like losing the belt just now or getting pinned over it when he just lost to Jay and then just regained it back. It's gonna hurt his momentum. Uh, all the way to Royal Rumble, I don't know who he would face, but then put him in the Royal Rumble match. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Like go
Yeah.
after the big belt.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be who's the champion now? Gunther. Shoot, Gunther versus Breaker. That'd be great.
Yeah.
They already
Because
fought back in
they
NXT.
they need to have they need to have some more opponents for the champ.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I say
Next match, the women's War Games match: Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and have they announced the fifth person?
kind of, I think.
They did. Do you know about the
Kind
fifth
of
person?
because I do.
Okay, so Bailey.
Because of Raw. Yeah, because of Raw.
Yeah,
they
obviously.
didn't officially, but it's online, so I guess they did.
Yeah, it's online. It's happening on Friday Night SmackDown. If you're watching
Right.
this, if you don't want to get spoiled too late, there it is.
Yeah.
Bailey is the fifth member of the team. They're going up against the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Stephanie Stratton, and Candice LeRae. War Games. At Bad Blood, Liv Morgan defended Raw's Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley, which Ripley won by disqualification after being attacked by returning Raquel Rodriguez. Morgan retains his championship to not change hands by DQ or countout unless stipulated. Rodriguez subsequently became a member of the Judgment Day alongside Morgan. On the October 29th episode of NXT, Ripley was brutally attacked by Morgan and Rodriguez in the Performance Center parking lot, suffering an orbital bone injury, taking her out of action indefinitely. That's it right there, right? At Crown Jewel on November 2nd, Morgan defeated SmackDown WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax to win the inaugural WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship after interference from Rodriguez and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. On the following episode of Raw, Morgan, Rodriguez, and Mysterio celebrated her victory before being interrupted by WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, and a brawl ensued between the two teams. Later that night, a battle royal took place to determine Morgan's next challenger, during which Morgan and Rodriguez eliminated Belair and Cargill, despite not being involved in the match, which was ultimately won by Io Sky. Belair and Cargill then defeated Morgan and Rodriguez on the next episode to retain their titles. On that Friday's SmackDown, Morgan and Rodriguez attacked Belair and Cargill backstage during Jack's title defense against Naomi, which she ultimately won after interference from her allies, Tiffany Stratton and Ken LeRae. On the following episode of Raw, the team of Belair, Cargill, Naomi, and Sky confronted the team of Morgan, Rodriguez, Jack, Stratton, and LeRae before Ripley made a surprise return as a fifth member of Belair's team. Ripley declared War Games, and the two teams brawled with a War Games match subsequently being scheduled for Survivor Series War Games. During the November 22 episode of SmackDown, Cargill was attacked backstage by an unknown assailant, taking her out of action indefinitely. On November 25th episode of Raw, Jax will face Belair to determine which team will have the War Games advantage. Wait, what? Who had the advantage? Who won that match?
Bianca.
Bianca Belair won. So they get the War Games advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that means we get to find out later on the night, the very end. Okay.
Yeah. So
Hold on.
Friday is the men's advantage.
Okay, so Friday's the men's.
Mhm.
We'll find out who gets to have that advantage. First of all, who attacked Jade?
You know, I don't know. I thought maybe it was the Judgment Day. But then I'm like, you know what? No, because they would be bragging that they took her
They
out
would. They would. They would be
because they
dragged. Good
bragged that they took
point.
out Rhea. You know what I
Good
mean?
point there.
So that's why I'm
Yes.
like, so it can't be those two because, even when they talked when on Raw, they were saying, oh, well, whoever did that, good for them, So I was like, it wasn't those two.
Good shit.
I am not sure, to be honest. But whoever did it messed her up.
Mm-hmm.
They messed her up.
So, yeah, they did. Speculation is people on Twitter, of course, obviously. The only reason I go on Twitter now is to eat popcorn and hear what they have to say. I'm on Blue Sky mostly. Blue Sky is perfect, serene. There's no drama there.
Oh
So let me go
yeah,
back to
okay,
Twitter and just check out everybody like talking their smack against each other.
sure.
Um, so they're saying that it was Bianca Belair. Supposedly they don't like each other in real life.
I
So
have heard that before.
supposedly, so it's like, oh, who'd you hear that from? Like, oh, Twitter. Like, all right. Well,
Yeah.
supposedly they don't like each other in real life, so they're now like doing the whole thing. So it might have been Bianca Belair. This is where she gets the heel turn.
Okay.
And like to me, it should have been the other way around. Bianca get thrown to the thing. Jade
Okay.
turns to heel, or this could be switched up too. Again, who knows? But Bianca doing the whole thing where she's the one that did it reminds me so much of Shawn Michaels and Triple H
Okay.
when they did it. It could also be Bailey doing it,
Uh-huh.
um, turning heel again because I don't like her as a face. Turning heel again, and then also she's teaming with Io Sky.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I said. That sounds like I don't understand this pairing. I don't. I mean, Bianca and Rhea. They've always kind of had respect for each other. You know,
yes, it's NXT, of course.
yeah, and Jade and Bianca. They're tag team partners, so why not? But I was like, I don't understand why they would want why Io Sky came out, to help them when, you know, there's, the damage control is still,
Heels?
kind of, I
They
guess,
were
together.
heel?
Yeah.
Yeah. And weren't they like fighting against Bailey last
Bianca.
year and
Yeah. No,
Bianca
this
and
year.
like
This year.
this
They were
year?
fighting they were with Bailey last year. And then this year when Bailey won the
Royal
Royal
Rumble?
Rumble, they kicked her out of damage control when she fought, Io. Well, before she fought Io. So right after she made her announcement that she would go with Io because they were stabbing her in the back. But yeah, so I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't understand this pairing at all. I'm like, I get Bianca, Jade, and Naomi because they're the big three. Rhea is because she wants to get her hands on,
Everybody.
Liv and Raquel. But I was like, we'll see. I don't
And
trust Io and Bailey.
Bailey, why is Bailey in there? Why not have Eo's like, hey, Kyrie, come and hang
Right,
out with
that's what
us
she
for a
said.
minute.
What about
Or
Kyrie?
Dakota.
Yeah,
I don't trust Dakota in War Games though. So no. We're not doing
no.
Dakota Kai.
No.
Anything Dakota does in War Games, I'm just like, ever since she did that, I'm triggered. Ever since she did that to Tegan Knox, like anything, like even Dakota Kai versus Raquel, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Still, but still,
Yeah.
I don't trust Dakota Kai anywhere near War Games anymore after that whole
Yeah.
thing. So okay, Bailey's fine in there, but it's still like what? It was
Yeah.
weird. After the winner, I don't know. I also love the fact that Rhea's wearing this whole new headgear. Um,
Yeah.
this whole year, everybody's like a few other wrestlers have been hurt too, and they've worn face gears and stuff.
Yeah.
JC Jane earlier in the year at
Mhm.
NXT. Um, Cody Rhodes came in there and like said hi to everybody on NXT. Showed up with a brown bag and gave his old headgear to JC Jane. And someone said what was um Cody Rhodes' old gimmick? I forgot what it was. It's just like dashing.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Somebody said, "Oh, dashing," and he's all, "Yeah." So that was fun. That was a fun nod to the past. Somebody else's face also got hurt. I can't remember what, but most notably it was JC Jane, and now Rhea Ripley. I'm like, oh damn, this everybody's getting their face poured up real quick this year.
I know. Well, because my sister was saying that she read that the whole reason why Rhea was out, it wasn't because of Liv and Raquel. They made it, for kayfabe
Mm-hmm.
to make it look like, they did it. But
Yeah.
her headbutting somebody at a house
Oh yeah.
show, it went wrong. So that's why she was messed up here.
Oh yeah. There have been other wrestlers that have headbutted before, and they like broke their orbital bone or their head. It's bad. You just don't do that
Yeah.
anymore.
No.
CTE, come on, CTE. Isn't that what happened to Chris Benoit? That's bad.
Probably.
Don't not do that again.
Yeah.
So who do we have in this match then?
I
Obviously,
want to
Mommy,
say yes, Team Rhea.
Team Rhea. All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Team Rhea. Also, Liv Morgan and Nia Jax are on the same team.
Yeah.
Women's Money in the Bank is still active.
Hmm. And
And if
I
this
think
match is the
she's going to
last
do it soon.
one, if
Yeah.
this match is the last one, oh snap! If this is the main event, well, it's not going to be the main event, obviously.
No,
But if this
the
is the
Menace.
first
You know, it's
match,
going to be the main event. Yeah.
if this is the first match going in, I was like, I want to see a possible cash in on one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Like at least where the show ends, everything's done. You have your winners, and then here comes Tiffany goes outside, grabs her briefcase, and says, or
Nope.
under the ring, she hides it under the ring,
Hmm.
cashes it in on Liv Morgan. Not on Nia. Nia's like still around,
No, yeah.
or Nia Jax, whichever. Doesn't matter. It's like it'd be.
Well, remember what
She
she
lost.
said.
She lost,
She
but she's
said they're
still
both
winning.
pissing her off.
Exactly. See, that'd be a great thing. Next match: Gunther versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. At SummerSlam, Gunther defeated Damian Priest to win the World Heavyweight Championship. 3 months later, in the November 4th episode of Raw, Priest won a fatal four-way match to earn a rematch for the title, which was confirmed for Survivor Series War Games. 4 months later, he finally gets a shot. 4 months later. I mean, he was dealing with Judgment Day and all, but I get it. So he's asking for his rematch clause now, which is fine. I dig it. I'm digging Gunther with the belt right now.
You
What do you
know,
think?
I am, but I don't know. They keep making it look like he's getting weak. Even Damien said it. He's like, "You've lost your edge, and you
Oof.
can't beat me." So I mean, he talks a good
Yeah.
game, so.
Ever since he
But I
got
kind of want to
pinned
see
by Cody
Damien.
Rhodes,
Uh,
you kind of want to see Damien win the belt again.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I liked
That'd be
it.
great to see him.
I liked it. I say
Okay,
Damien.
Damien. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
thinking Gunther still holds on for it for like another few months till
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Yeah, till WrestleMania.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and finally, the men's War Games match. Roman Reigns, the Usos, Jay and Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, and CM Punk with Paul Heyman versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa, and Bronson Reed. From 2021 until 2023, Roman Reigns and his cousins, the Usos, led the Bloodline stable, managed by Paul Heyman, holding both the undisputed WWE Universal Championship and undisputed Tag Team Championship, respectively, until their losses at WrestleMania 39 and XL, respectively. Also during this time, Sami Zayn joined as an honorary member until January 2023, with the Usos' younger brother Solo Sikoa also joining. After an internal strife, the Usos left the group and emerged victorious during the Bloodline Civil War tag team match at the 2023 Money in the Bank. However, the Usos split up, with Jay moving to Raw and Jimmy remaining on SmackDown and rejoined the Bloodline. But despite being on different brands, this led to a match at WrestleMania 40 where Jay defeated Jimmy. Reigns also lost the undisputed WWE Universal Championship to Cody Rhodes at the event. In the months after Reigns' defeat, Sikoa assumed leadership of the Bloodline while exiling Jimmy, Heyman, and Reigns, and adding Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu. Reigns returned at SummerSlam, beginning a rivalry with Sikoa while Jimmy returned at Bad Blood, which led to a reunion of Reigns and the Usos. At Crown Jewel, Reigns and the Usos lost to Sikoa, Fatu, and Tonga after interference from Loa, with Sikoa pinning Reigns. Following the match, Sikoa's bloodline outnumbered Reigns and the Usos until Raw's Zayn came out to save them. However, Zayn accidentally performed a hell of a kick on Reigns intended for Sikoa. On the following Raw,
Mhm.
Zayn was confronted by the Usos, with Jimmy claiming Sami Zayn attacked Reigns on purpose. Jay then urged Zayn to appear on that week's SmackDown to make amends with Reigns. On SmackDown, Zayn told Reigns that the kick was an accident and stated it felt good to team with Reigns and Usos again. However, he would only reunite with them against the Cold Bloodline if Reigns apologized to Jay for his past mistreatment of him. But Reigns refused. Later that night, Reigns confronted Sikoa and his bloodline, with Sikoa challenging Reigns in a team of his choosing to a War Games match at Survivor Series War Games. Sikoa then introduced Zayn as the fifth member of his team. However, Zayn attacked Sikoa, with Reigns acknowledging Zayn, officially reuniting the original iteration of the bloodline, Reigns, the Usos, and Zayn. It was then announced that the original bloodline would face the new bloodline in a War Games match at the event, but with a fifth member of each team to be determined on the November 15th episode of SmackDown. Sikoa's bloodline recruited Bronson Reed from Raw, while the following week, Paul Heyman returned and revealed his old client CM Punk from Raw as the original Bloodline's fifth member. On the November 29th episode of SmackDown, Jay will face Fatu to determine which team will have the War Games advantage. Ooh, that was a mouthful.
I know. And you did it
Ah,
here.
thank you. I appreciate that. All right. What do you think?
You know who I'm going to say, but I don't like this pairing at all. And you
CM
know why.
Punk? CM
Yes,
Punk? Really? Ma'am. Come on. Trust,
I still,
trust in CM
I
Punk, okay? Trust in CM Punk. Paul Heyman managed both of them at some
I
point,
know.
and he led them to become the longest reigning champions of the
Yes.
modern era. So, I trust in the fact that Paul Heyman is bringing CM Punk into Roman Reigns. But at the same time, when CM Punk left in 2013, he went on a podcast and bashed Roman Reigns and
Mm.
like made it seem like they told him to make him look strong. They kept telling him to make Roman Reigns look strong. So it like led people to pitchforks and everything. Like, we hate him. They're trying to feed him to us and everything. The lad led the charge. So it kind of is CM Punk's fault that people hated Roman Reigns because they wanted him to be the next guy.
No.
And, and CM Punk was just like, I guess I'll do it, whatever. So now coming
Well,
back, it's like watching them in the middle of the ring. It's like, oh, yeah, he did talk smack about him back in the day, huh? But it's been 10 years.
even more reason why I don't like him. No,
All right.
I'm kidding.
But it's been
No.
10 years. It's been 10
Yes, it
years. So
has.
it's like, maybe it's different now. And Roman has come to, like, we love heel Roman. Like, this whole thing where he's playing face for now.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see Roman in a few.
Sure. I want Roman's bloodline to win
Yeah,
because
of
I'm
course.
tired of it looking like he doesn't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like he can't fight or anything. I'm like, yes, I know for almost 4 years he held, the Universal Championship. And yes, I know every time he was getting close to losing, there was interference. But I know that Roman Reigns is a really good wrestler and he doesn't necessarily need anybody to help him, to
Nope.
win matches. But
Nope.
I don't like that the, Bloodline 2.0, whatever you want to call him, is beating up on him. I'm like, I don't like this
Yeah.
at all.
I don't like it. That's
So
funny.
I'm saying the OG Bloodline, and I want that shirt. So just saying.
Me too. I want
So
that shirt.
that's who I'm going with. And I hope that,
Maybe.
CM Punk, can keep any differences that he has with anybody,
Right.
to, keep it civil, help
Yeah.
the team out. If you want to go after Roman after whatever, but
Help the team out. Yeah.
yeah,
And not only do I want the shirt, I want the toy. As you all can tell, I've been like collecting. I'm
yeah.
collecting Roman Reigns. I have a collection of John Cena's.
Mm.
Green and the 18-inch one, and then red? Probably red. No, khaki pants. Khakis.
That's
No
the big
shirt,
one you
no
have,
shirt.
right?
That's the 18-inch one. The other one is
Okay.
green. The other one is khaki pants.
Mm.
So the small ones. So yeah, like I'm collecting John Cena's and Roman Reigns. So
Did you
I want that
see
new Roman Reigns shirt. But
that they did like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like ode? Not ode, but
nice.
like inspired ones.
Inspired ones. Okay.
Yes. And I want Roman Reigns because he's Shredder.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go look at those.
But you can only get it at Target, so.
I'm on my way to Target right now. I'm on my way to Target after this.
Exactly.
I know what I'm getting for Black
Bye.
Friday now.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm waking up early in the morning on Friday. Go get me a Ninja Turtle. Roman Reigns.
yeah,
Shredder Roman Reigns.
yeah,
Who doesn't love that? I'll have to look for it. See how much they cost.
yeah. Because it's him. So Roman Reigns is Shredder. Rey Mysterio, I think, is supposed to be like Splinter. And
Rey
then
Mysterio. Oh,
yeah, because it's and
Splinter.
then
The rat. The dirty rat.
yeah. Kofi and Xavier Woods are
Mm.
two of the turtles. So
Mm.
they
We got
actually a couple months ago were when they fought. They were in what their action figures look like. I think it's
okay.
like Raphael and Donatello. I think I'll have to look, but I was like, ooh,
All right.
I like that. And then like Roman Reigns, Shredder. I was like, oh, well, I don't want those. Then. Give me that one.
Okay. Who do we have as a winner? Besides
I
us
say
being the winners.
Of course. I say Roman Reigns. Team Roman. So,
Team Roman. All right.
Team Roman.
Um, any surprises? At this point, I don't see any surprises at all.
You know what? I hope, this is what I was hoping, that the fifth member would be a mystery for the women, and it'd be
Okay.
Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair comes back.
Ooh, that'd be
That's what I was
great.
hoping. But they put Bailey in there. They put it online. So, and since she helped out Bianca on Monday,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's.
That'd be
I thought
great.
that would be awesome. Yeah.
Um, Charlotte Flair already going after. Um, before we move on to that, did you see how beautiful the Raw's Women's Intercontinental Championship it looks?
Yes, I like it. I do. At first, I was like, "Oh, that's ugly," and then I was like, "Wait a minute, it looks just like the males," because I
Just
like
there.
that they put it's blue.
Yeah,
Is it the countries are blue or the water is blue? Anyway, they
somewhere.
added blue to it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's actually really pretty." I
Yeah.
looked at it again, so
Like obviously they're gonna add more women to the roster because of that.
yeah.
Uh, so I'm all excited for them. They've added three belts now on the roster. NXT with the women's Intercontinental
North
version,
American.
North American Championship, SmackDown United States Women's United States Championship, and then this one Women's Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, I better see a bunch of new matches going on in here. And I
And I
know
hope
Charlotte
that
Flair's gonna
they
come back.
actually, I hope they don't just, give it to who's hot right now. You know what I mean? I mean, make them work for it. They always say that, the women are, the best in the division. Showcase them, not just the same old ones.
Right, right.
That's why I
Even
want
the
to
even
see
the
more
even the
women
speed
for the
championship.
tag teams.
Yeah,
Oh,
more
yeah.
women for the
Yeah, yeah,
tag
yeah.
team. Even the speed championships, both of them, men and women, get them in there. I'm so glad the hardcore belt is gone, or the 24/7 championship. I'm sorry, the 24/7 championship is gone
Mm.
because I was getting done with that.
Yeah, I think it was
Uh,
kind of a joke.
yeah, it was kind of a joke. So we have Roman Reigns. Okay, so let's back up.
Okay.
LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura. LA
I
Knight.
say LA Knight. Yeah.
Braun Breaker, Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser.
I say Sheamus.
I say Braun Breaker retains.
Right?
Rhea Ripley's team versus Judgment Day's team, women's War Games match.
Rhea, Steam.
Rhea's team with the added fact that it was Bianca Belair. No, maybe not. Maybe not at the
Well, it's
moment.
supposed to be Team
We don't
Bianca,
find.
but
No, yeah, we don't. I don't want to find out that Bianca or anybody in the team did it yet. Like, give this a storyline a chance to get in there as well. Tiffany Stratton cashes in, hopefully. Gunter versus Damien Priest.
Damien.
Damien Priest. All right, and then the original Bloodline versus the Bloodline 2.0.
Original
Original
Bloodline.
original Bloodline. Great. Again, Survivor Series will be on Saturday, November 30th, 2024, in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, at the Rogers Arena. Don't forget, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, that's me, and noon Pacific, that's you.
I thought it was 6.
No, not this time.
Yeah, it's 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific.
Well,
Unless they changed it.
they changed it. 5:30 p. Never mind.
No, it
6
says 6.
Eastern. So 6 Eastern, 5 Central. Central Time,
3.
5.
3
And
o'clock my
then
time.
3 o'clock your time. I guess I was wrong. Geez, where did I read this part at? Somebody gave me the wrong information.
I think you were looking at the 3
last year.
on the
Australia's.
poster. No.
Yeah, I was looking at last year's. No.
Oh, was it last year's?
No, I don't know what I was looking at.
Because on the poster, and even it says 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, so maybe you saw the 3 instead of the 6 first. So
Okay,
you're thinking that
maybe.
it would be 2 your time, then noon my time. But they're on the West Coast, so I don't know why it has to be at
Right.
6. And I'm so
Okay.
mad I can't go.
All
That
right,
was another
I
thing.
love that. Hey, it's Evo. We're gonna get back to the episode you're listening to, but first, let me tell you about Dark Fate Creations. Dark Fate Creations are candles that are vibrant, colorful, marble tops, amazing, mouth-watering fragrances, fueled by lovely braided cotton wicks. Paper threads woven into every cotton wick for a clean, romantic, slow, and consistent burn. Each candle is unique from the next as they are hand-mixed and hand-poured right in Grass Valley, California. They use only coconut and soy waxes for a safer, cleaner, and longer burn time. That's almost 72 hours. That's like binging on all 130 episodes of the podcast. All fragrance blends have been heavily researched. Dark Fate Creations not only care about the look, fragrance, and quality of their candles and their other products, but also the effects they have in their customers' homes. So go to darkfatecreations.com. The link will be in the show notes.
Dave,
Liam,
it's a trailer.
Watch It If You Can podcast. Join us for each episode as we create box sets of our favourite films and TV shows.
We go through the cast to see what else they've been in, along with any recommendations.
We pick our favourite characters, performances, moments and highlights from the soundtrack too.
We ask if there's anything to make it better and look at the lasting legacy of our pick.
We have a little fun with our quick fire round, and finally, what else would you like list based on themes from the episode.
Maybe, just maybe, you should watch it if you can.
What if they've already seen it?
Well, you can watch it again if you can.
Like anything else that happened over the week, Monday. Well, next Monday is the 10-year anniversary of the New Day, and oh my God, they're coming in with lots of drama, which finally spilled over after 10 years of just going off on each other. They went off on each other. Xavier yelled at. It felt like, I don't know. It felt like mom and dad yelling at each other.
Yeah.
For some reason, and just like verbal abuse between both of them. Just like, wow. And then bringing up E, and I'm like, don't bring up Big E, please. Don't do that.
Well, he's supposed to be there.
He's supposed to be there, but still.
Yeah.
The fact that Xavier lost the belt in 6 seconds to Brock Lesnar when it premiered on Fox. The fact that Xavier lost the crown to Roman Reigns. Just, all that stuff. The fact that Xavier is the only one that hasn't held the World Heavyweight Championship or any belt, and Kofi just went in on him saying that you're not good enough. I'm like, who are we going to make the heel here? Xavier? I can see Xavier as a heel, but you're giving lines like that to Kofi, and it's like he's delivering them, and he's telling Xavier you're not good enough. That is a heel move.
Yeah, it is. So so before Kofi was in the New Day, what was he? Was he a face or was he a heel?
He was Jamaican. Jamaican me crazy. He was like
He was Jamaican.
You're making me crazy. CM Punk left at that time when Kofi Kingston had the Jamaican accent.
Okay.
And then he comes back when CM Punk came back, and then Kofi like said, "Hey, brother, what's going on? Hey, you're making me crazy." And Kofi's all like, "Oh, we don't do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
We don't do the accent anymore." So that was the most hilarious thing ever. But they've done a skit where Kofi reverts back to Jamaican accents, like boom, boom, hey, all that stuff. But before that, before he was in the New Day, he would come out and do some Trouble in Paradise kids and you know Jamaica stuff, and he would like have an accent, and then he lost it, and like it was at Survivor Series one year where Triple H was like, "Hey, what happened to your accent?" And everybody
I've
just staring
seen
at him,
those.
and he's all like, "Like what?"
Yeah, like I saw
Uh,
that like on a clip,
yeah,
but I didn't know if he was a face
but
or if he was a heel. But,
he's never been a heel. He's been the ultimate face. He's been loved,
okay.
and like when he joined the New Day, and everybody thought it was going to be like a face stable. Instead, everybody booed it because they didn't like the stable, but he just thought he was a face. So that whole reason why the New Day was there and they booed him, okay, we're gonna act like heels then, and they did. And
Okay.
I'm like, I've never seen Kofi Kingston be a heel, but he's surrounding himself with two heels, Big E and Xavier, who can like turn heels as well. So here it's like telling Xavier, you'll never amount to anything. I'm just like,
I
they
was
better
like,
turn they better turn Kofi
wow.
the heel and Xavier the face.
Yeah.
Because I want to see him. I want to see him with the belt soon.
Yeah.
Um, they said a lot of things to each other, and I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. It's like
I was
watching
like, come
two
on now.
couples fight.
I'm like, why do they have to do this? Why can't they
Mm.
just leave them the way they were?
Because they
Why
need
wait till
some.
they've been 10 years together? You know what I mean? But
It feels
I
like
haven't
when
really seen, I haven't really seen Xavier like shine as a singles star,
right, yeah, me
you
neither.
know?
Like I want to see him
So,
shine.
yeah. And then, later down the way, they can reunite, but if you break them up, they should have broke them up months ago when Karrion Kross was trying to, you know, recruit,
And
Xavier
yeah,
Woods. So,
and then reunite them on the 10-year anniversary show.
mhm.
That feels so much better. All right, earlier today, WWE posted a video on YouTube, and it had a bunch of wrestlers fan casting their Survivor Series Dream Team. Dominic chose himself, Eddie Guerrero, Shawn Michaels, Ricky Steamboat, and Razor Ramon.
Okay.
Dirty guys, dirty machismo guys. I love it. Except for Ricky Steamboat, I don't know why he's in there. Braun Breaker chose his family, the Steiner brothers, his uncle Scott, and his father Rick, and Doom, Ron Simmons, and Butch Reed. His reasoning is all Division I All-American football players on the same team, all 5 of them.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio went over the top. Bret Hart for technicality wrestling, the largest wrestler since he's the smallest, Andre the Giant. Batista because that's his boy. And his son, Dirty Dom, because he figured Dom would take the fall if anything were to happen.
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso chose his family, Yokozuna, Umaga, and the Wild Samoans, to name them the Samoan SWAT Team 2.0.
Okay.
R-Truth went with nostalgia. He chose his childhood favorite wrestler, John Cena, The
Okay.
Rock, Roman Reigns, and the Usos.
Okay.
So he chose five members on his own team. That's 6. So, like, he said, I'll manage them. It's fine. and he's gonna call them. He's gonna call the team Justice because at the end of the day, it's just us.
Us. He's so corny.
I honestly thought he was gonna pick Dom and Nick, but Tom
Yeah,
and Nick.
Dominate.
But
Yeah.
like as two separate people, it's like I'm gonna go with Tom and Nick, but it's like all right,
Yeah.
never mind then. DIY, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano did their separate teams in draft mode. Johnny chose Triple H, Ciampa chose Ludwig Borga, and when he chose Ludwig Borga, I thought, oh man, that's old school right there. I'm like, hell yeah, but then like he would end up messing up his ankle and quit. You don't get it. You don't get it. But
No,
but Ludwig Borga was a great asset to WWF at the time. He feuded with Tatanka, who had the undefeated streak. He beat Tatanka and caused him to lose to like undefeated streak,
Okay.
perfect undefeated streak, caused him to lose. 2 weeks later, after the Royal Rumble, 1993, 1994, around there, he sprains his ankle and he quits. He retires from wrestling. Like, we did all this for you so you could do the whole thing with Tatanka.
I don't remember him. I was watching then.
Unfortunately, I do. He's
I
from
know
Helsinki,
Okay.
Finland. But he was the most. You could totally tell he was going to be the greatest heel ever. He
Okay.
defeated almost everybody. He went toe to toe against Undertaker at the time. He took out Tatanka. He beat Tatanka clean. Well, I don't even know if it was clean at all. I gotta watch that match again. Pinned him with one freaking finger.
Okay.
With one finger, he just did the whole pin right there with one finger, and then he comes out that like I'm retiring because I sprained my ankle. I'm like, dude, you just ruined that whole Tatanka thing for nothing.
Yeah.
Wow, and it pissed everybody off. Because Tatanka was undefeated for like 3 years since he debuted, and it's like, ooh, that's so wrong. But that was an old stuff thing going on there. Okay, so Johnny chose Triple H, Ciampa chose Ludwig Borga. Johnny then went again and chose the second person to DX, Shawn Michaels, followed by the final boss, The Rock, The Undertaker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So Johnny's choices are like Attitude Era guys. Ciampa went ahead and got Big Tugboat.
Yeah.
Typhoon. And then he went Bam Bam Bigelow. Sean Waltman as the 1-2-3 Kid, not X-Pac.
Okay.
Not X-Pac, the 1-2-3 Kid. But either way, he said, I was like, we're going to get DX in there, might as well. But he's going to be a 1-2-3 Kid. He's going to wear those colors. And if he doesn't like it, too bad. We'll see how it goes. Like, damn, dude, okay. And then to round off the team, he got the big Ugandan giant Kamala. And I'm like, not bad team. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, The Rock, Undertaker, and Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Typhoon, Bam Bam Bigelow, 1-2-3 Kid, and Kamala. Someone's gonna beat up the Kid.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna beat up X-Pac, or X-Pac just might as well like, you know what? I'm out. Bye. Peace out. Hey, Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
Yeah.
Do the whole sucket and go. So let's see how we do here. Who are your picks for your Survivor Series team? We can do separate teams, one male and one female. So who do you think? Who is your all-male team?
So this is a hard one to put me on the spot. So definitely Roman.
Roman, okay.
I would say I love Bret Hart. So Bret Hart.
That's 2.
I'm going to stick with the Hart Foundation. So let's go Jim Neidhart.
Jim Neidhart? Oh, wow.
Yep. Jim Neidhart.
Okay.
And so that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else. I'm going to go with Tommaso Ciampa because he's one of my favorites, now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's 4. And I'm going to say Jay. So I'm going to keep
Uso?
Jay.
So
yes.
Roman and Jay. All right.
Roman and Jay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, your 5 teams. That's great. Okay, so I'm gonna go with CM Punk, obviously, because you got your guy. I got my guy. I'm gonna go with CM Punk. I'm gonna go with Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's 3.
Yeah.
And I need a team. I need a tag team. Who else? Maybe I don't need a tag team. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, New Age Outlaws, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. So CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, and who did I say?
Brock.
What? Brock Lesnar.
Brock. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. So I got guys that can talk. I got Paul Heyman guys, which is all 3. Stone Cold, CM Punk, and Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, those are my 3. All right, for women's, what do you have?
Rhea.
Ooh, mommy. Okay.
China.
Oh my God, I was gonna say that. Okay.
Rhea
had
China.
Yes.
Because she's actually shown that she's, she could take a bump. I'm going with Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green. I love it. I love it. Okay.
Because she shows that she's just ready to do anything.
Okay.
I like, say Mia Yim.
Mia Yim.
Yeah.
That's 4. All right.
And I haven't seen her. Well, actually, I've seen her wrestle once, but I think Beth Phoenix would be a good,
Yes, she would. Yes, she would.
So those are
You
my
got
5.
2 of the girls I had in mind. Okay.
Oh. Great minds
All right,
think
let's
alike,
see.
then, right?
Right. I'm gonna go with Lita.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with CM Punk's wife, AJ Lee.
Okay.
I was gonna go with Beth Phoenix, but now I think I gotta think back at all the actual wrestlers. Charlotte Flair,
Okay.
because
That's a good one.
I gotta have her in there. So Lita, AJ Lee, Charlotte Flair, the Man,
Okay.
Becky Lynch, and let's go with Undertaker's wife.
Okay.
I forgot her name.
Michelle McCool.
Michelle McCool, that one. I just remember Michelle McCool. Michelle McCool, yeah, just why not? Those are, Lita, Charlotte, Becky, Michelle McCool, and
AJ Lee.
AJ Lee. That's a great team. I like it. Great, yeah.
That's good.
Okay, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Let, let's like I'm gonna put out a question out there. Like, whoa, what is your dream team? Who would you pick? It's like, is it like, do you think our team is good enough to fight? What do you think? But I love that you picked China and Beth Phoenix. I was gonna do that too. Great, good. All right, so that's the show. Menace, thank you for stopping in and hanging out with me and do the
Of
predictions
course.
episode. I'm gonna post it at midnight, and then I'm gonna go and do some ham and do some other stuff. Bake the ham
Awesome.
because tomorrow's gonna be a crazy ass day, Thanksgiving, and all that stuff. So happy Thanksgiving to you, dear.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody listening. Hope you guys are having an awesome time this weekend. Enjoy the show. Enjoy Survivor Series War Games, and we will see you back here sometime next month. Because I'm not gonna do the after show. It possibly like next year we'll see if we can do the after show. It's gonna be two nights,
Oh.
but it's gonna take a while before we do it. I don't think I'll be able to do an after show after the coma that I'll have.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
All
our
right.
last after show went super long. So
Yeah. Hopefully there's gonna be a press conference after the match, and we can just see what Roman Reigns has to say again. I can't wait to see Paul Heyman talk one more time. So let's do that. All right. If you feel you want to do more to support M3P Network and the podcast, follow us on M3 Instagram, Blue Sky, the threads at M3P Network. Check us out on YouTube if you want to watch us. The socials will be in the link tree. Follow and join the lives on TikTok at Evolution of the Geek by subscribing, or join us to show up to the live stream to hang out with the rest of the M3P community. And I will shout you out like Menace Smiling, who's with me tonight, Brandy, your bestie Joe, Becca Lynn, Stabby Tabby, Raven Beauty, Smiley92822, Katarina, Leanna, Forever Miss Dawn, Danny, Alexandria, Silhouette Redhead, Sky the Panther 84, Rachel T. He, Katie Gonder 1985, Paula Yeager, Jaeger Bomb, Sudsy Whispers ASMR. Brooklyn Girl 1380 T. Brooklyn. I need to get her on the show here. We're gonna get her pretty soon, and we're gonna talk to her about wrestling and see how that goes. She's a big wrestling fan. She loves wrestling, so we're gonna get her on the show one day. Miss LB, Keely 16, Crimson, Cindy's 1984, Sandra Woodbury, Mikey on Mute, F This Pod with Ash, I Challenge You 2024, Running with Wolves 20, the Peter Jensen, the Cute Cozy Camper, Plain Jane, Cuban Butterfly, Willow Hashi, I Love Dogs 2025, Vanessa Not for the Week, Wally from Cali, Cakes and More by Sabrina, Gordita Bella, Aaron C, Retro Haven, Baddies Peaches, Sherelle Together, one of my OGs, Lady 0422, MD Logic Wellness, Devers, Celtic Panda, Slice of Life, Twisted Nomad, All for the Kiddos, Linda Balderrama, Lorfield Fam, Home Hope Saints, and over on YouTube, Lone Dog 80, Shenrod, and if you want to check out some self-healing crystals, go to skylascrystalshop.etsy.com, and they have free gifts with every order. Check those out, and thank you for supporting. Listen to the podcast, join the TikTok Live, and be a huge part of my third place community. Tell your friends, and join us next time for more behind-the-scenes stories, movies, and TV show reviews, as well as wrestling-related stories when we come to you from Under the Apron. Yay! I brought it back.
yay!
All right, Menace, thank you for stopping in, hanging out with me, and everything. You really appreciate it.
I love it.
We need to do this
It's my
again.
favorite.
I
Yes.
miss it. We need to do this
Yeah.
more often. By the way, this was episode 197.
I know. I'm so excited for 200 coming up.
Are you excited for 200 coming up?
Yes.
Because I'm excited for 200 coming up.
Yeah,
You're gonna be in the box, right? You're gonna get in the box, right?
of course.
Of course she is. All right. Thank you for stopping in. Love your face. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.